Hi again. So that last gnat's piss was a little off, was it?
It's always the last dregs of gnat's piss that are the worst.
Well, maybe you just don't know when it's time to stop.
Do you know then?
Ha! I always thought it was when you feel things couldn't get any better.
Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy. The pitcher goes up to the mouth until one buckles. Believe me, it's always the last bottle of gnat's piss that finishes you off.
You should stop drinking.
Stopping is not the problem. It's the starting again that I can't seem to stop.
What day is it today?
And there's me thinking that I was drunk. Can't you hear the music? It is, of course, Barbecue Thursday.
Barbecue Thursday? Which year?
Everything okay with you, Rufus?
So. I had the strangest dream. I met an Elysian, and the two of us saved Deponia, just to ultimately blow it up myself. But Barbecue Thursday in Kuvak, that would mean none of that ever happened. The floating black market. Bozo, Doc, that just can't be true. My fans are gonna freak if they find out that my adventures never happened.
Huh? What fans?
Ah! I'll find a way to make you remember. The only question is how.
The only one?
Let me worry about that.
With pleasure. I've got more than enough worries of my own.
Do you know where I can find Tony?
She's in Lonzo's bar. Unbelievable that she managed to beat me at Down in One.
At Lonzo's? That means I have to go through the entire idiot parade.
You got a Barbecue Thursday hangover too? I understand completely. Luckily, one doesn't get asked to square dance with 6 stuck to one's face.
Stay vertical.
Draw me a sketch.
Hello, Zune.
Howdy, Rufus.
Well then, bye barbecue.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on, rat boy. Let's play.
But I'm still much too young.
What you are is too forward, kid rodent.
Kid rodent?
Nah, I think I'll stick with rat boy. Rat boy was better. So you want to be a rat man?
Well, not really.
Then I have just the thing for you.
What are you doing? That's not going to hold like that.
True. The plan still needs a little fine-tuning. I'll be right back. And don't you go sneaking off into the sewers. That stuff is just for looks. The last thing I need on my balloon is ballast. I use that to build my rocket harpoon, wait, that was only in my dream, right? Man, this is confusing. In hindsight, I guess you could have seen the whole thing with Lotto coming. Don't look, otherwise it'll keep me from working for days. Again. These stubborn ice cubes just won't melt. Oh, great, they just fell into the grill. I'll never get the potato cooled down like this. The barbecues go out whenever I get close. That can only mean one thing. I'm even cooler than I thought. That all seems strangely familiar. Can I borrow that for a short while?
A while as like my juicer, or a while like urn with my grandmother's ashes?
What do you mean? I haven't returned either one of those yet.
Yes, but you've only had the juicer for 2 years.
Yeah, well, who says that I still have it? Hey, Tony, you want to see what I'm working on at the moment?
I thought everything was ready.
And it is.
Well, what are you working on then?
Nothing. Ta-da! I don't need any gimmicks to cheat at darts.
Hey, Rufus.
Hey, Lonzo, what's new?
Nothing, just more of the same old thing.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Thanks, man. That was real necessary.
No thanks, I'm good. I just remembered the coolest joke about that, but it's so old it has a beard of its own. But... Ow! Ah, get out of here! Damn, that won't work. Same again. All I need for that is my fingers and normally my beekeeper's hat. Hey, Wenzel.
Hey, Rufus! You fancy a round of rotten fruit game?
So nice to see you again after all this time.
But Rufus, we only saw each other yesterday. You wanted to borrow a stepladder, but you ended up using my head instead.
A little mix-up.
You are always making fun of my height.
Well, you have to appreciate the little things in life. Rotten fruit game? That doesn't sound jolly at all. More like someone should maybe take a thick book with them when they take a dump.
It's quite simple. Each player tries to place 3 or 4 of their fruit type in one row.
Without gloves, you get boils from just watching.
Rats are the bigger problem. Those critters are just mad for rotten fruit.
Ugh! Why would anyone ever want to play that?
Because the winner will receive an almost brand new small game hunter's license from the estate of the previous year's champion. That's why the game is only 18 plus. Well, and because every participant is automatically qualified to take part in the adult tombola.
Yeah, and a round of infectious diseases roulette. You'll never believe all the stuff that's happened to me today.
Let me guess. You tried to get to Elysium, but you fell down somewhere and you bumped your head?
Beep. Wrong. I had a vision of the future. Then I ran into this scruffy McMuffin guy who had a time machine, and now I'm being terrorized by a pink elephant.
That sounds exciting, but perhaps we shouldn't dismiss the head bump theory.
I see you took the job in the cesspit. Well done. A man should always know his place.
How'd you get on that idea?
The wastewater vat? The smell? Your general disposition? I just put two and two together.
That's not wastewater. The vat is part of the jolly game of rotten fruit, a game with centuries of tradition.
You could have at least changed the water. I have to be going. My coat is slowly starting to smell like your tub of rotten fruit. The barbecues go out whenever I get close. That can only mean one thing. I'm even cooler than I thought. Either the tap is missing, or they're warning us against Eskimos with dripping fountain pens. Either way, I think I should just keep my hands off for now. Everything on red.
But Rufus, if you want to play, all you need is an opponent, and then maybe some plasters for the bite wounds.
And that's supposed to be a game? Sounds like my relationship with Tony. Oh, great, they just fell into the grill. I'll never get the potato cooled down like this. I always used to make potato astronauts. I think I still have the touch. This machine fulfills but one purpose. It halves potatoes. Not everyone can be an all-rounder like me. It's true what they say. When life gives you a potato, you have a potato. This reminds me of my borderline. It's too bad it crashed. It's true what they say. When life gives you a potato, you have a potato. I don't need any gift. I don't need...
Hey, keep your hands off. Those are the darts championship winnings.
The throttle limiter. The spoil sport. That stuff is just for looks. The last thing I need on my balloon is ballast. Not necessary. Nothing's ever broken in my coat. At least, nothing valuable. Well, nothing valuable that belonged to me anyway. That's way too cool. Glass. I wanted to say shabby little glass. Straws. The drinking implement throttle limiter. Not necessary. Nothing's ever, at least, well, nothing. But it's... but it...
What the? Is that my...
Beers you've got there!
Oh, it's your beard. Huh, I thought it was a dead tribble. How about a little drink?
I'll take a rain check. You wouldn't catch me dead
In there again today.
I understand.
What? You haven't got a
Stitch to wear either.
Hey, Tony, you want to see what I'm working on at the moment?
I thought everything was...
And it is.
Well, what are you working on?
Ta-da! If he would just play with more feeling and less saliva, he could maybe relax during the breaks. Come on, play Rudy's dental work! Rudy! Rudy!
Oh, please don't. I've already had to put up with that howling long enough.
Still, much better than having to gaze at your mug all day.
Hey! Do you think that I suffer from ear potatoes?
Maybe you should drink some water every now and then.
My last drink had an ice cube in it. Isn't that good enough?
Yeah, sure. I think that probably counts.
Thanks, man. That was real necessary.
Maybe you should drink some water every now and then.
My last drink had an ice cube in it. Isn't that good enough?
Yeah, sure. I think that probably counts. Straws. Hey, what can I say? My things are just too cool to melt ice. Hey, what can I say? My thing... Huh, who would have guessed? Lotto and I have the same cup size. Here, for once, my technical expertise is not required, but rather willpower, imagination, and blind, unwavering faith in the laws of interactive dramaturgy. Why worry about finding a suitable... I'm taking Tony with me. Calliope's problems with reverse gear are limited to spatial dimensions. There's already enough junk in that trunk. The fire's gone out. No wonder I was dreaming about nuclear winter. Hi again. I'll find a way to make you remember. The only question is how.
The only one?
Let me worry about that.
With pleasure. I've got more than enough worries of my own.
Stay vertical.
Draw me a sketch.
It's true what they say. When life, you have a... Ouch! That cursed tuber is still glowing hot. I'll have to cool it down somehow. Can I borrow that for a short while?
A while as like my juicer, or a while like urn with my grandmother's ashes?
What do you mean? I haven't returned either one of those yet.
Yes, but you've only had to...
Yeah, well, who's... The poor rat boy was denied all the wonderful things the other children played with.
But that's not true.
He had nothing but the rags upon his back.
That's a coat of lay from this rope up.
Professor Rufus presents the miracle of heat exchange. Sweet.
What's that meant to be?
Something that proves I'm a big game hunter, perhaps?
Ha! In your dreams?
Well, they've been pretty accurate lately.
We aren't playing for pittance. We are playing for the sake of music.
Does the music know that? Because it sounds like it's playing against you. Come on, play Rudy's dental work. Rudy! Rudy!
Oh, please don't. I've already had to put up with that howling long enough.
Still, much better than having to gaze at your mug all day.
Hey, do you think that I suffer from ear potatoes?
Yeah, that's a little greasy, but otherwise, still quite usable. I just remembered the... I always used to make... I think I... It's true when life... You have... I always used to make potato astronauts. I think I still have the touch. Did I say potato astronauts? No, I meant ear protectors.
Are those by any chance ear protectors? Wow! Thanks! You can imagine how much that band's incessant noodling is getting on my nerves.
Come on, play Rudy's dental work. Rudy! Rudy!
You heard it, lads. Our fans are clamoring for Rudy. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and whatever comes after 3.
In my room, I actually do have bottles which are already growing their own hair. Well then.
Do you have someone?
Oh yeah. Either the tap is missing. Either way. I don't need to pack now or... That doesn't mean there's still slobber hanging from... In my room, I actually do have bottles which are already growing their own hair. I don't need to pack now. Ow! Ah, get out of here! Damn, that won't work. Same again. This bottle can brush itself. Sure wouldn't hurt. No, bottle washing is for men. Do you need a bottle brush?
What's a bottle brush?
That's the Lonzo I know. In my room, I actually do have bottles which are already growing their own hair. That's way too cool for this glass. I wanted to say shabby little glass. I just So you want to be a rat man?
Well, not really.
Then I have just the thing for you.
What are you doing? That's not going to hold like that.
True. The plan still needs a little fine-tuning. I'll be right back. And don't you go sneaking off into the sewers. All I need for that is Hey, Mac, do you have a minute?
Given the context, would you like to rephrase that question?
I'll take that as a yes. How does the memory thing work again?
I am wearing a tinfoil hat stuffed with straw. How you do it is beyond me.
The ways of Rufus are unfathomable. I need to get rid of that pink elephant right away.
Perhaps you should visit a doctor.
No, I can't expect any help from Dr. Gizmo. I'm banned from his clinic because I sometimes snack on expired drugs from his trash can. See you sooner or later.
Neither can be ruled out.
He can get his own junk, which he's already more than sufficiently proved with his getup. I don't put junk on Bernard's doorstep anymore. In return, he puts sedatives in Tony's mother's food before she comes to visit us. Wonder what he's thinking about. Perhaps if time is running out. Do we want to turn back time again?
I don't know. It seems less and less like a good idea to me. Are you sure you're well prepared this time? You realize everything that you've done since the accident will be reversed.
Right. Let's just wait a bit first. I hate repeating myself. Ah, these signs are useless. They don't even burn well. Not even the ones with pictures of flames on them. Ah, these signs, they don't even, not even the one. I have enough tinder. What I don't have is a flame, and maybe some fireworks for effect. I have enough what I can make. I have enough what and you should shave. You look like you've been on a 3-day binge.
Only 3? Oh, looks like that face cream works after all.
Hi again. Stay vertical.
Draw!
I heard you get drunk faster if you drink alcohol through a straw.
I'm not interested. I am a connoisseur.
I heard you get drunk faster if you drink alcohol through a straw.
I'm not interested. I am a Caressier.
You can always rely on Tuck to stagger through the village after closing time.
What have you got there?
Some object I arbitrarily pulled out of my coat to provoke a funny reaction or non sequitur.
Oh, great. Next time, could you magic up an aspirin?
No, that would be neither arbitrary nor funny. Do you want to save some for later?
No, thanks. There's lots more where that came from.
Hello, Zune.
Howdy, Rufus.
Well then, bye barbecue.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello? Totally off in their own little world. Unfortunately, they left the music here. This reminds me of my borderline. It's too bad. This reminds me. It's too bad. This reminds me. It's too. This reminds me.
Thanks, man. That was real necessary.
Only power and. Huh. What we need here is a. Only power inverter. Unbelievable. The lengths you have to go to in this restaurant to get a glass of water. Maybe you should drink some water every now and then.
My last drink had, isn't that?
Yeah, sure. I think that probably counts. If I wanted to get my... let's see. Numb tongue, nausea, tingling on the teeth. Yeah, typical Deponian water. If I wanted to get my... but... I don't put inwards. I don't put inward. It's the latest thing. It's the latest thing. But it... Why do you wear that stupid hat?
So that my synapses retain their quantum orientation in the case of temporal recursion.
If you think you need it. I think I'll just keep...
What's that?
A tinfoil hat. It'll help you remember.
Then leave it where it is. I drink to forget.
I don't want you to remember the past, just the future.
Sounds like a change of strategy. As I have absolutely no future anyhow, it can't get any worse.
That's the spirit.
But if it's all the same to you, I'll use my own.
Sure, of course. I would too if I... Whoa, wait a minute! What? You had a tinfoil hat with you the whole time?
Must have been a flash of divine inspiration. I do so love nibbling the wrap off Nat's bottles. I did, however, line it with straw, in order to...
I get it. You had a tinfoil hat. All that work for nothing. How incredibly hilarious. You see me wiping tears of laughter from my crow's feet. Can we finally move along here?
Be my guest. But with what?
Now, I don't want to bore you with details. Just remember this one thing. If history repeats itself, try to stop that pink elephant somehow.
Yeah, okay, why not? It's the least I can do.
I think so too. Do we want to turn back time again?
I don't know. It seems less and less like a good idea to me. Are you sure you're well prepared this time? You realize everything that you've done since the accident will be reversed.
whatever. I can do it over again if need be. The main thing is that the glasses remain intact.
Well, yes, but perhaps with a bit more preparation, one could...
Too late. Nina, let me through! I'm a prophet! Huh? Here we go again.
Rufus? Are you there?
Where else?
Shall we have another go?
I can hardly wait. Come on. 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 Turn now. A little more to the right. Careful. A sweet wombat. Back a little. Dodge the vultures. Forward a bit. And stop. Perfect.
Are you sure that I can leave it here?
100%.
Whew. Then the timeline is probably intact again. That means... What is that? I'm receiving strange values.
Values? What are you talking about?
No idea.
Rufus! Quick! It's here! Hurry!
Tuck! What happened?
The pink elephant. It was here. I wrestled with it. For a short while, I felt I was winning. But then, it disappeared into the ground.
If anything's disappearing around here, it's your grip on reality.
But you saw it, too.
I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe it was all just my imagination.
Well, your imagination has a really hard left hook.
I know. But enough of that. The glasses are safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I'll go get Tony, and then we're out of here.
I fear things will turn out different.
I sure hope so.
He's coming! Everyone in position! And then, just as we practiced, I don't want to see any naked flames near Rufus. May tetanus be with us.
Hey, Rufus! Wait a minute!
Not now, Wenzel. I have more important things to do than to listen to your squeaking. You're still a jack-o'-lantern, just the same. Hi there, Snuggle Bunny. The balloon is ready for liftoff.
You really did it?
Of course. What kind of stupid question was that?
Nothing exploded?
Not yet.
Or burned down?
Nope.
Or got broken?
Well,
2 out of 3. Much better than expected.
you'll never believe what happened today.
Oh no. What have you gone and done now?
Nothing. Why?
No fires or explosions?
No.
Anyone injured or horribly burnt? Animals count too, you know.
Nothing of the sort.
Well then, you're right. I don't believe you.
I have got to tell you about my dream.
Can't that wait until after we've left?
Well, maybe so. But it was totally awesome. The Organon wanted to blow Deponia to bits, but I sure showed them where the wombat's teeth hang.
Perhaps it's some kind of expression of repressed self-loathing. I'm just saying that because you always end up blowing everything up.
Self-loathing? Don't be silly. I'm great. Although, it is somewhat surprising that in my dream, all of the Organon were clones of me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
We broke up.
Yeah. I often dream that too. At last! A week without the kitchen going up in flames.
Well, it wasn't quite like that. Somehow, I was still living with you.
Oh, somewhere.